Hi Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 1st to the 15th, 2025 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, a healing, or a gift card, check out my website, danehartguidedmessages.com. It's located in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So let's take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Oh, and a bonus card. Lucky you, Sagittarius. Okay, so give me a moment. Let me take it in. Okay, so at the heart of it all, for the first half of July, is, it's the Three of Cups. I love that for you. I do. That's so exciting. Okay, so this is friendship. This is connection. This is building a community. This is also like really connecting with the people in your life that have always celebrated you, have always been on your side. There's like this energy around, okay? I'm just going to tell you what Spirit brings forward is that there's a sense of like, I have to seek out new things, right? I have to kind of like, open up these doors or do whatever. And now you're like, oh, but this was right. Like this was right here. And there's a coziness to this time. I mean, we're in Cancer time frame, so that makes absolute sense. Like the coziness, the connection with those who have love and loyalty in them. And that's just beautiful. I'm so happy for you. I don't know. I know you can't see me smiling, but I am smiling from ear to ear. Maybe you can hear it in my voice. I don't know. And then, okay, the challenge. This makes sense. The challenge is the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is chaos energy. It just is. It's like, it's pettiness, it's anger, it's frustration, it's like tit for tat. It's like, it's also kind of like, with little kids, like, I'm not touching you energy that just like really irritates the heck out of people. Yeah, that's the type of energy that is around here. So it can be that you're, having to deal with people who are very immature, petty. It can be that you're looking at the world and being like, whoa, okay. So here, just be mindful and not being pulled into this energy, because again, we always want to be in this world, right? We are in this world. We're here. We're right now. This is our life that we remember, right? This is our incarnation. Yeah. I was going to say incarnation, incantation, but I like them, both of those. They fit well for this time that we are in. And here, it's being in the world, but it's not being of the world. It's not being of the chaos, the ego, the anger of things. So just be very aware of that. That's very, very, very important. It moves us then to where we need to focus. And this is the Knight of Pentacles. This is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So if you're born on the cusp with Capricorn, if you have earth sign energy in your chart, this is going to come through very powerfully and very positively. Even if you don't, this is going to be a time when you're looking at things and you're saying, okay, what am I building? And it's not building things at an astronomical pace. This isn't going to be like, oh my gosh, it was built so quickly. You have to remember the words I'm just hearing. Rome wasn't built in a day, right? Rome wasn't built in a day. And that's going to be very important. So here it's like, take your time. You're building something extraordinary. You're building something that people look back on and they're like, oh, wow, that's kind of awesome, type of deal. And that's going to be that is very important for you. So here, what you're going to see is that you're moving forward slowly, steadily, planting seeds, looking at what it is that you desire. There can be the energy, because there always is, around the Knight of Pentacles, especially if you're not an earth sign energy, right? You're a fire sign energy. You're the second fastest moving knight. The fastest moving knight is the Knight of Swords. The second fastest is the Knight of Wands. And so here, and that's what you are. You're the Knight of Wands in the Minor Arcana. So here, with the slowest moving knight, there's a sense of like, this should be going faster. But showing yourself grace, giving yourself time, knowing that you can't, sit there and yell at flowers and say, grow, and they just do, and knowing that life is like that. It's like planting a garden and having to remember to water and tend to it and weed it in order for things to grow lusciously and beautifully. So that's going to be very important here. And that's going to be very important as we move forward. Now, the energy that we are leaving behind is the 10 of Wands. Okay, you have taken on too much, right? There has been a time, and it can be like yesterday, right? Where you're like, I can do everything. I've got this. I don't need any help. Right now, with the Three of Cups at our center, we've learned that we're better in a group than like all by ourselves. And even if that group is simply right now in our journey is our angels and our spirit guides, it's the connection with, our heart, our soul, ourselves. But with the 10 of Wands, you are going to see that you are releasing negativity. You were carrying so much and it was weighing you down. You were looking at things and it was like only seeing the dirt on your shoes. And yes, there was a purpose to that, right? And the purpose is that you don't have to do it all yourself. Also, other people can work out their own problems. Sagittarius, you're a very good problem solver. You're a very good listener. You're very good at, you're also very lucky. You're very good at being lucky. Even if you don't see it, there's a luck to you. There's a grace to you that people look at and they're like, I don't know how you do that, but you did. So here with the 10 of Wands, she has learned. She's not carrying everything by herself. She has the oxen to help her. And that is helping her illuminate her path. It's helping her to move forward. And we're going to see that with ourselves. We are not carrying everything, or we do not have to go at the pace of the world where it's like, okay, faster, 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 more, 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 hustle, hustle, hustle type of thing. A lot of us are going to be rejecting that. And a lot of us are centering ourselves in ourselves and showing ourselves grace and honor and compassion. And that is a beautiful thing. It moves us then to our strength. We've also come to a completion of a cycle, right? When it comes to your passion and what it is that you want. There's really big realizations that have been had, even if they're small. It moves us then to the Fool. That is your strength. It is taking that leap of faith. It is saying, you might see me as a fool. You might not get it. That's okay. As long as we come from a place of love, of caring, of nurturing, of compassion. And it's not that we have to be the sacrificer to the whole entire world, right? We have to take on all the problems and fix everything. That's not it. That's a part of spiritual awakening and growth that we all go through. But here with the Fool, what we are going to see is that we're taking a leap of faith on what we really want in our lives, how we want to move forward. And we're also starting to say, I dare to bet on me. I dare to believe in me. I dare to open up the door. It doesn't mean that we all have to be starting our own businesses and going out there and doing something, avant-garde or, whatever. What it means is that we're seeing our worth. And for a lot of us, it's for the first time since we were really little. And as we start to see our worth and as we start to claim our space, we take that leap of faith, knowing that as we jump, right, gravity will always come in. You have that moment where it feels like you're flying, but you're also going to have to hit the ground. And even ballerinas, as graceful as they are, hit the ground with a sound, hit a ground with impact. So just be aware of that. We are also going to be looking at things. And, this can be, as Spirit said, it doesn't have to be our work. It doesn't have to be our job that is just like, we love it all the time. It's the best thing ever. Even when you're living your dream, and you're doing your work, sometimes the work is work. It feels like work. So here, it is also giving yourself grace to be able to say, okay, my job, it pays the bills. It gets things done. It keeps the lights on. I'm proud of that. Be proud of what you have accomplished. Be proud of the responsibilities you are able to shoulder, take care of, not trying to do everything for everyone, but really showing up for you. And you see yourself take that leap of faith towards what you want, towards what you desire, feeding your creativity, feeding your intuition, feeding your power, and it opens the world to you. And it also opens you into the world. It moves you into the near future, which is the Four of Pentacles. Now, you might be sitting there and saying the Four of Pentacles, I'm not sure I like that, because the Four of Pentacles is also being very aware of vampiric energy, but you are going to be very aware of vampiric energy. There's an energy to you right now, Sagittarius, that is very much like a dragon coming out of the egg type of thing, hatching, stretching, and then taking off into the sky. There's a fierceness, there's a power, there's an authority, there's a determination to you. Remember, you are ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter, Roman name for Zeus, right? The god of the gods, the one who was like the mightiest, the luckiest. And that's your ruling power. So you have a luck to you. You have a tenacity to you. You have a power to you that is undeniable. With the Four of Pentacles, you're looking at things that have financially drained you. You're looking at things that have been overwhelming to you. You're going to become very aware of your finances in a way that you weren't before, in a way that's like, okay, you know what? I can do this. Not in a way of like, oh my gosh, this is so overwhelming and it doesn't even make sense. So here, there's going to be a power to you, an awakening. You're also cutting off the cords of the energy. I just see them kind of like, in like science fiction novels or anything, they're like, they like put out their tentacles and they just like suck the life out of people type of thing. That's the energy. That's how I always see vampiric energy. It's like people who put out their cords and they like attach to people psychically and visibly, and it just sucks the joy and the life out of you. I know it's dramatic, but I like it. I like the visualization. And so here it gives you something to sever. It gives you something to cut, where it's like, no, I'm not putting up with that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not seeing my life like that anymore. And it's growing. It's growing into so much more than you had imagined you could be. And it moves you then to the advice for this time. And I love it because we're in Cancer energy, right? And you have the Ace of Cups coming in. This is healing, beautiful love. This is a real sense of the heart coming forward. So this is God, source, spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of healing, handing you a gift of love. Your cup runneth over during this time. Not looking at blessings like it has to be bigger, has to be better, right? We have to be jet setting here or going here or doing this or doing that all the time, but taking in the small little blessings of things. And all of a sudden you start to see how beautiful life can be, right? How powerful it is that you move, the power that you move forward in. And as you do that, now emotions can come up during this time. So the advice is also to know that you might get a bit emotional. Things might be a bit intense. That is okay. With the Ace of Cups, the emotions come up. They can come out through your eyes in tears. For some of us, we get emotional, right? We can get angry. Oh, why am I getting so emotional here? So movement energy is going to be very important to you. If you can do something at like your local library or at a dojo where you can do Tai Chi or even karate if you want to, but just something gentler. So like Tai Chi, Qigong type of energy here is going to be highly beneficial. It opens up your heart. It heals you. It moves you forward. And that is going to be so important. You're also going to be really connected with vibrational energy, meaning like music, the tone of people's voices. You pick up on that a lot, and that is powerful. It moves us then to the environment. This is the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is an energy of, okay, so here it is an energy of I stand tall. But in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and this is why I love this one, because I stand tall, I'm powerful. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the person has their head in a bandage, their arms in a sling, they're leaning on the wand. It's like, I've been through so much. And that's how you feel, right? You feel like I've been through so much, but now I stand tall. But I'm also able to honor this part of the journey that I've been on. That maybe we're like, okay, went through it, never want to do this again, but I get this. I get this as part of my story. I see this as part of myself. We're also embracing the humanity within ourselves and the humanity within the world around us, even if at times it can be hard to see. So here, moving forward in our love and in our connection, in our passion, and knowing that, yeah, the road to what we have dreamed has been a difficult one, but it is a powerful one. It moves us then to our hopes and our fears. This is justice. This is Libra energy. Time frame is September 23rd to October 22nd. Libra is ruled by Venus. The heart really does come in during this time. We are afraid that things will not balance out. Okay, there will not be justice. It will not be fair. We like fair. Okay, we're another one of the truth signs, right? Of the justice signs. It's Libra, who is literally justice, fair, balance, but it is also us, Sagittarius, that is truth. We want the truth to come forward. We seek out the knowledge. We're curious. We dive deeper and deeper, and it is the truth of our lives that we want to come forward, meaning that we're looking for our purpose. We're looking for what resonates with us. We're looking for the truth of things. And so here, and also to trust ourselves, that is also going to be very important. So here we're finding a balance. We are also going to call things out when they're out of balance. We can call ourselves out when we're out of balance and kind of be like, you know what? I need a timeout. I need to go to bed early. I need to just stop this. And taking care of yourself is going to be really, really important. It can be, if you're one of those people who love a zillion million, skincare steps at the end of the night to wind down, it could be that, but it's going to be a lot more simple. You're going to see that you're going to be focusing around things that just are based around simplicity. It can be decluttering of the mind, decluttering of the home, decluttering of, the energy that has been draining and overwhelming, and just really looking at what is true for me, moving towards life purpose, moving towards things that elevate your soul, and really kind of not being part of everybody else's chaos. Now, this can also make it so that you're not going to be the first person or even the 10th person that people go to, the gossip to at work. And you might be like, well, I only work in a very small office and there's 5 of us. So great. So it can make you feel a little bit of an outsider at times until this energy shift has been completed. And that's going to be really important to know to stand in a grace of harmony of being until everything has settled, because you're going to see that then you're moving forward in a way that's like, okay, this is really important, and this is how I want to build my life and myself. And I'm only keeping the best around me, and I'm letting everything else go. It moves us then to the outcome. And I like this outcome. I know you might be like, ooh, well, this looks a little bit ominous, but the 2 of Swords is in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. It's a person blindfolded holding up 2 swords. There were 2 paths that were clear to you. But right now, you're not going off of what you see. Right now, the ravens are untangling the web that is around you. And you're going to be going off of intuition. You're going to be going off of a deeper feeling of things. And instead of it being road A or road B, instead of it being, this is how you life, right? These are the time frames that you're supposed to do everything in, just like everybody else, move forward, time stamped in the proper way. You're going to be doing your own thing. You're going to be moving forward at your own time. So you're kind of going off of the convention of things, but you're going into your heart more, your happiness more, and your power more. And you're seeing yourself walk a path that you hadn't imagined, you didn't think kind of was possible. And yet it is beautiful for you. And it moves you then to the Death card as the bonus card. This is rebirth. People get spooked with the Death card, but I think this one is so beautiful. So it's Scorpio energy. Time frame is October 23rd to November 21st. So if you're born on the cusp with Scorpio, if you have a Scorpio in your chart, know that this comes forward quite powerfully. Scorpio, if you go back, okay, if you look at modern astrology, they'll say Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. But, if you go back, Scorpio was ruled by Mars before Pluto was discovered, right? And everything has changed. And I see Scorpio as really ruled by Mars. Scorpio is kind of like the ninja, the assassin energy, okay? Kind of like the spy energy around things, right? And Aries, the other sign ruled by Mars, is more of the general, more of the one on the front lines type of deal. You're going to see an Aries coming. A Scorpio, you won't see coming. And so here, it's not anything ominous. It is really embracing kind of like this intuitive, deeper understanding of yourself, saying, I don't need everybody to see me, but I am going to move forward in the way that is right for me. So as you build your success, as you build your prosperity, as you build your wealth, as you build your bounty, you're going to turn around and people are going to be gobstopped. They're going to be like, how did you do that? You know, sneaky ninja energy coming forward. It's like, you've got this. And that's going to be really important for you. And that can be during this whole entire time that Libra energy moves into Scorpio energy. Okay, the time frames go into each other. And so you can see as Libra turns to Scorpio, you have more of a footing and more of a power to you than you had before, or more of a confidence within yourself than you had before. And that's really beautiful. And you're also releasing a lot of the negativity that you just don't have time for. It moves us then to our spirit energy, angels, and spirit guides. Show me clearly. This is the peacock. Inherited wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. And that's exactly it. That's, rebirth is written right here on the death card. It's death and rebirth. And you're going to see yourself transforming. Who you once were is falling away. And it's like, there's this big sense of coming back home to yourself, of saying, but this is what I want. This is what I need. And we do it little by little, step by step. And that is extraordinary. It moves us then to our chakra energy, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading. And this is personal power. This is the solar plexus chakra. We're listening to our gut. We're seeing ourselves as powerful. When we used to just like poo-poo everything that we were capable of, and we're like, oh yeah, anybody can do that. No, it is a power. It is a gift. We are embracing that power and gift within ourselves and being beautifully transformed because of it. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. And this is the hangman. This is looking at things differently. Being mindful of being like, I don't fit in, because you're not going to fit in. And you're going to feel that, Sagittarius, because you are sensitive, right? So you are going to feel that. And it can feel personal. It can feel overwhelming at times, but letting yourself see things differently. And also knowing, this is not a comfortable position, right? He's hung by a foot. He has his arms tied around him. His mouth is gagged. This is not nice. But what we see here in this positioning of the feet is an awakening, and the transformation into wisdom, into deeper understanding of ourselves is never a comfortable one, but it is a powerful one. And that is going to be what we're stepping into, a power that is extraordinary for us and a power that opens up the door. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message. And this is the woodpecker. It says, use your discernment and fortitude to achieve your goals and find a new rhythm. You're stepping into a power, and I love that that's going over the Fool, right? You're stepping into a power that is right for you, and you're stepping into a purpose that sees you. And so instead of being surrounded, or like you are surrounded by the chaotic rhythm of the world, right? But you're stepping into the deeper harmony of it, not the top level chaos that everybody settles on, but that deeper harmony where trees talk to each other, the deeper harmony of, of the wind and of the movements of the earth. You're connecting with things more slowly, but you're connecting with things more authentically, really, and powerfully. It moves us then to our subconscious chakra message. And this is soul's healing. This is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. And you're going to see yourself healing. You're going to see healing energy come down to you. You're going to see like certain things in your path or certain situations that come up that can be chaotic, but then like you start to let them go and you don't hold them to you as you once would. So just be aware of that. The soul's healing from the universe, soul star chakra, is raining down on you and moving you forward. It brings us then to our energy to be mindful of, our subconscious energy to be mindful of. This is the Chariot. Now, it can be mindful of Cancer energy, right? And a Cancer time period, but it is also be mindful of emotions running amok and, kind of like, people just being emotionally chaotic, ourselves being emotionally chaotic. Taking the reins of things and moving forward in what we love is going to be super important for us. It moves us then to our subconscious tarot message, and that is, I love it. It is the Magician. So you're definitely taking the gift of the Ace of Cups, and this is as above, so below. As you believe it, so it becomes. You're starting to stand before the altar of your existence and claiming your magic, claiming your beauty, claiming the magic in this world. You're not seeing things like everybody else, and that is an extraordinary realization, a powerful truth that is leading you forward in the most beautiful, most, I want to say authentic. I know that word is overused, but it's like, no, but this is me type of way. And it's calming the soul, it's elevating the spirit, and it really is helping us. So there's magic to us, and subconsciously we are learning how to harness that magic and how to step forward in our power. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a blessed beginning of July and a blessed life. Bye.